My name is Ammon Salter. I'm the theme leader for Knowledge for Innovation and also the research director for the UK Innovation Research Centre. And what's happened over the last 15, 20 years is much more external engagement in the innovation process at all stages, including the concept, the design of new products and concept ideas for new products, and also in the downstream development of one's products and services. And so now one sees a much more open and fluid model of innovation, how firms manage this, and how they capture value through these exchanges and how they build communities around the firm who are supportive of their innovative efforts are the critical issues in the field of innovation studies. So I work very closely with several leading companies and trying to think about how they can open up their innovative activities to find a new way to engage external actors more effectively in supporting their innovative efforts. And this involves a kind of new model of innovation. You know, it's not easy to do this. Most firms are fairly closed innovators for the most part, and engaging with external parties makes them uncomfortable in many respects. And so it's not only a change in organizational practices, it's also a change in mindsets. It's not about just helping one or two firms, it's about learning from good or best practice, and then maybe finding the insights that other firms can adopt later on as we go forward. So, you know, we're not here simply as a vehicle to convince people to do things they should already do. We're here to encourage them to do things they may not have thought of doing. Yeah, I've had quite a bit of experience doing projects for the Department for Trade and Industry, as it was originally called, and now it's called BIZ. We've done a series of projects for them over time on different aspects of the innovation process, looking at the characteristics of innovation in small firms and new firms versus more established companies. So our contributions to policy are quite wide-ranging. And I think we've been able to build very strong links with policymakers here in the UK. And an example of this is the award of the UK Innovation Research Centre to the school with Cambridge to explore questions of policy, innovation policy, directly with the ministry. So this is a relationship where we have very strong ties. We give seminars in the ministry. We have people seconded from our group to work in the department. So the head of innovation analysis is one of the members of this team. You know, when you read a policy document in the UK, it's reflective of a lot of things that have been learned about the innovation process. And our research often gets directly translated into the sort of working models of policymakers in this area. So having a core grant, which gave us a 5-year horizon of a certain amount of money where we could plan our research, made us very attractive for us to recruit good people. And it also made us sustain our research efforts. So instead of getting bogged down in bidding for small projects, we could be more ambitious and take on larger projects and to take opportunities very quickly when they came our way. If one of our partners wanted to do a project on a particular topic, we can get up and running in 3 months as opposed to waiting a year in the old traditional EPSRC system. And every single activity we've done since the award of the grant can be directly tied back to the grant itself, because the core team who were here at the very beginning, able to recruit additional people and resources, partly because we had this core grant. We became an attractive place to work. People wanted to come and join us, right? Because we had resources, we have vibrancy, we're new, right? We were a startup, and so this made it a great opportunity to do new things. And you know, being at Imperial, there's a host of opportunities that come your way from being at such a prestigious university, and we've been able to exploit those. This is one of the attractions of London, is we're able to attract people from all over the world, and we've made a conscious effort in our own recruitment strategies to try to make sure we got people from different institutions, from different countries, to try to ensure the group has a rich blend of all the skills and talents that Europe has to offer, or the world has to offer. We work very closely with these people in the world of practice. Sometimes they have incredible insights. They know things which for them are trivial, but for us are path-breaking. And so our adjuncts and our visiting fellows are important to us as a resource to help us understand the environment we're working in. So that kind of engagement at every stage of the research process, not just in the design and development of the research questions, but also in the analysis and interpretation of the findings, is critical to our method. So we found this sweet spot between a high degree of engagement and scientific, we think is scientific rigor. And that combination, I think, is the unique aspect of the ISC. So I can point to many research departments which are as good as ours in terms of publications, maybe even better, And I can point to many groups which are as good as us in terms of engagement, but I can't point to a single organization which is as good as both.